Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.
Hello, I am Shubham Vedpatak, student of second year Computer Engineering, Zeal College of Engineering and Research, Pune. So the title is Write Down Test Cases on Pencil under the guidance of Professor Vijay Moite sir. Outline of this project is Introduction, Test Cases on Pencil, Conclusion, Reference. So we start with introduction. The test case is defined as a group of conditions under which a tester determines whether a software application is working as per the customer's requirements or not. Test case designing includes preconditions, case name, input conditions, and expected result. A test case is a first level action and derived from test scenarios. It is an in-details document that contains all possible inputs, positive as it is as well as negative, and the navigation steps which are used for the test execution process. Writing of test cases is one of the time attempt that can be used in the future at the time of regression testing. When do we write a test case? We will write the test case when we get the following: when the customer gives the business needs, then the developer starts developing and says that they need 3.5 months to build this product, and in the meantime the testing team will start writing the test cases. When it is done, it will send it to the test lead for the review process, and when the developers finish developing their product, it is handed over to the testing team. Test scenario. Scenario testing is a software testing activity that uses scenarios, hypothetical stories to help the tester work through a complex problem or test system. The ideal scenario test is credible, complex, compelling, or motivating story, the outcome of which is easy to evaluate. These tests are usually different from test cases in that test cases are single steps, whereas scenarios cover a number of steps. So we now see test cases on pencil. Smoke testing to verify the presence of lead. GUI testing to verify the look and feel of pencil. Pencil should be present. To verify the size and shape of pencil, pencil should be present. To verify the design of on the pencil, pencil should be present. To verify the lead for pencil, pencil should present, lead should present. To verify the lead diameter, pencil should present, lead should present. To verify the lead covering material for pencil, pencil should be present, lead covering material should be present. To verify the outer body of pencil, pencil should be present, outer body should be present. To verify the pencil for grip, pencil should be present. To verify the presence of name of the manufacturer company on pencil, pencil should be present. To verify the presence of company logo for pencil, pencil should be present. To verify the type of lead present on the pencil, pencil should be present, type of lead should be present. To verify the quality of the pencil body, pencil should be present. To verify the presence of rubber at the end of pencil, pencil should be present, rubber should be present. To validate the functionality of pencil body, to validate the functionality of the pencil body for its material, pencil should be present. To validate the functionality of pencil body for its smoothness, pencil body should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil body when it is thrown from specific height, pencil body should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil body when pressure is applied on it, pencil body should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil body at different temperature, pencil body should be present. To validate the functionality of lead, to validate the functionality of the lead for its purpose, lead should be present. To validate the functionality of the lead of its darkness, lead should be present. To validate the functionality of the lead for sharpening, lead should be present. To validate the functionality of the lead and it is fall from specific height, lead should be present. To validate the functionality of the lead when load is put on it, lead should be present. Load should be present. To validate the functionality of pencil, to validate the functionality of the pencil for its length, pencil should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil for its thickness, pencil should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil for its weight, pencil should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil for its gripness, pencil should be present. To validate the functionality of pencil writing on paper, pencil should be present. Paper should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil to write on cardboard, pencil should be present. Cardboard should be present. To validate the functionality of pencil to write on wooden surface, pencil should be present. Wooden surface should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil to write on glass, pencil should be present. Glass should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil to write on wall, pencil should be present. Wall should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil to write on paint, pencil should be present. Painted surface should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil to write on skin, pencil should be present. Skin should be present. To validate the functionality of pencil for writing on smooth surface, pencils should be present. Smooth surface should be present. To validate the functionality of pencil for writing on rough surface, pencil should be present. Rough surface should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil to write on wet paper, pencil should be present. Wet paper should be present. To validate the functionality of pencil for writing on oily paper, pencil should be present. Oily paper should be present. To validate the functionality of the paper when pressure applied on it, pencil should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil when it falls from specific height, pencil should be present. To validate the functionality of the pencil when it falls on its tip of lead, pencil should be present. To validate the functionality of pencil for lead continually, pencil should be present. Lead should be present. Writing paper should be present. To validate the functionality of pencil for lead darkness, pencil should be present. Lead should be present. Writing paper should be present. To validate the functionality of pencil for its outer body sharpen, pencil should be present. Sharpener should be present. To validate the functionality of pencil for its lead sharpen, pencil should be present. Sharpener should be present. To validate the functionality of the rubber should be present. Conclusion. Activities in the test case. Development phase. Following are the three activities that are carried out in the test case development phase. First, test scenarios identification. Scenarios is the testing and evaluation of a complex system. The following strategies help in creating good scenarios. Enumerate possible users, that actions and objectives. Evaluate users with hackers mindset and list possible scenarios of system abuse. List the system events and how does the system handle such requests. Second, test case writing. A test case is a document which includes test data, preconditions, expected results and post conditions developed for a particular test scenario in order to verify compliance against a specific requirement. Third, test data preparation. Test data is used to execute the tests or test where test needs to be precise and exhaustive to uncover the defects. To accomplish these three objectives, it is followed a stepwise approach as given below. Identify test resources or requirements. Identify conditions, functionality to be tested. Set priority test conditions. Select conditions for testing. Determine expected result of processing test cases. Create test cases. Document test conditions. Conduct test. Verify and correct test cases based on modifications. References. Sources used www.google.com. References used www.wikipedia.org.
Zeal Education Society, redefining